Well, my very first thing was in kindergarten. I brought this little piece of paper home from school, and I just put my brush and paint, and I did this little gesture, and it looked like an elephant. And I called it the elephant. And I came home, and I said, "Mom, Dad, look what I did." And they looked at it and they said, "Wow, this is really good, Autumn." And at that time, when I started, I wanted to change the world for the better. And I realized I want to do this through painting. I love the frame because, I was inspired by Grant Wood, and he did the American Gothic, which I was inspired by,
right,
in the Depression.
right.
So I love how that's a little old-fashioned.
Yeah. Do you have an experience of your first time you showed a group of work to anybody, a little exhibition of some sort?
Yes, I was 6 years old, and I went to this little Boulder City art festival in Nevada, and at that day I won first place in the show. I was the only kid there, all adults, and I was the only one who came and departured in a baby seat. So at the show, people thought that it was Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. They thought my dad was doing the art. And I made up a game that all the people who passed by were gazelles, and I was, a leopard or a cheetah, and I tried to get them to come in and see my art and talk to me.
You have a lot of, I'm going to use the word range. You have a lot of variety to your painting. Where does your imagery come from? Where does it come? How do you do it?
Usually I get inspired by an artist, by regular things, by ordinary everyday things. And for an example, crayons. We take crayons for granted. Kids use them every day. So I might get inspired by that to do a painting, might get inspired by another artist. Sometimes I have something in my head that I want to paint, and I do it from there, and sometimes I just go for it, see what it can come up with.
I remember you told me a little earlier today a little story about that painting. Maybe you can share it.
This used to be a happy house. The grandmother lived there, and her grandchildren, and her granddaughter would come over all the time. And one day the grandmother died, but before she did, she turned on a light in the window, and the moon now symbolizes the grandmother, and the birds on the wire symbolizes the grandchildren she once loved.
Your creative range for your age is something, and I've been doing this for 44 years. I've never seen it before. I've never seen anyone. I've seen young people paint and find a method, a methodology, a style, but I've never seen anybody with your kind of artistic freedom, where you go from, here's a tribute to Grant Wood behind me, and a tribute to Picasso over there, and Lichtenstein and Jasper Johns, but then we have paintings in the other room where you're doing your drip series, and you've got the oranges, and you've got the beach balls, and that's you. So congratulations. We're absolutely looking forward to working with you. You're a delight, and you're extraordinarily talented. God bless you. I'm kidding. Thanks.